I'm going to demonstrate the new setup wizard at crusherrors.com. It makes it so much easier to actually do any kind of reconciliation. So in this case, we are going to reconcile the activity against the balances for customer transactions, for payments and bills. So in Excel, over here in this section, there are 4 columns. There's a customer column, there's a document ID, there's a date column, and an amount column. And on the right side is the customer account, which matches the other side, and an August closing date, and the balance at the end of August. So now, if you total up the balances and the activity, it should equal each other, but it doesn't. It's off by $196. This is not easy to find. You have to do the total by customer and then figure out which customer is off and then keep on drilling down. But Crush Errors makes this much easier. So we go right to the Setup Wizard, click on that. We go to this section, we just copy it all, and we paste it right in here. Then we press Next. Under the Add Columns section, it's using artificial intelligence to figure out if you need to add any special columns. So I'm just going to add this column, month, to make it simple. And then in the next section, under Filter Rows, it's going to ask if I want to filter out any rows. But I'm not going to do that in this case. I just want to show this as an example of the intelligence that's built in. You could restrict it to a certain month. That's very good for a bank reconciliation. I'm going to the next column. Now, in this section, we're going to put in this data, copy and paste it in. Okay, and again, I'm going to press Next. It's asking if you want to add another column for the -1 times the balance, because often you have negative numbers on one side are supposed to equal positive numbers on the other, but we don't need to do that in this case, and there are no rows to filter, so you can go to the next one. Now I'm going to show this brand new feature. So what this is doing is it's outlining and color coding all of the fields and trying to give you hints on how to set it up. So the first thing is we press Crush Errors recommendation. There's really not many changes here except that it's color coded, which is a big help. So in this case, this is a yellow one, which means it's a key account because the customer account on both sides is the same. Then it knows that the amount column is numeric, is a number, so that's a good thing to put in the sum account. And here the balance, even though it's not the same name, but it is numeric, it's a green. So you can put that in the sum section. So these are the sum sections. These are the key sections. So it's going to line it up based on the customer account, and it's going to total the amount on the left against the balance on the right. So I'm going to take these 3 accounts. I don't really need them, and I can move them one at a time to the hide section over here, or I could just hold down the Alt key and move them all over. Okay. Now, before I actually save these changes, I could test the results. And it will tell me that 99% matches, which means that it says mismatched. That's only because there are different numbers on each side. There's more activity than there are balances, but the names match. Okay, I'm going to press close on that. We don't need that. Now I'm saving the changes. I go to Next, and I compare the differences. And now it's going to tell me that this customer, Acus Masan West, has a total balance of $10,188 in the activity section, but on the balance section, it's $10,188. Look, I even read that wrong because it's so easy. $10,118 versus $10,188. That's a $70 difference. And here for said West Foundation, it's $680 versus $806. Again, that looks like a typo. That's a $126 difference, and that is the explanation. So you take the sum of the activity in column D, compare it to the sum of the activity in column N, and you do the math, and it's the sum of D minus the sum of N, and now you got the difference. The problem's found in these 2 accounts. And now you can drill down with some more effort. You can click over here, and it will pull up all the detail. And at this point, you would have to go and pull the actual documents to compare and find out what's missing. But it saves a lot of time, especially if there are thousands of rows, which often is the case. Try it yourself at crusherrors.com.